but Juan Soto putting on the Mets jersey today is already all over the place. But it's not even just him putting on the Mets jersey. It's all the goofy things he said about the Yankees and about the Mets' future.
Why are you hating on this?
Well, I'm not going to like it, right? So we got to discuss all things Juan Soto, at least from today.
First of all, when asked how his former players on the Yankees feel about this, has he talked to them? This is what he said.
You been in touch with anybody from your former team, and could you share what those conversations might have been like?
I haven't talked to any of those guys. Definitely, we talked to them through at the end of the playoffs, but after that, I make these processes. I haven't talked to any of those.
What does that tell you?
That tells me that he is a J.O. That's what it tells me.
Are you kidding
no
me?
Yankees reached out to him. There's 30 of them, including 30, 40, 50, including management and everybody else.
So why is he
no one
the
reached
guy?
out to him? Because maybe he's an a-hole. All of those people are wrong? Or maybe Soto's just not the guy? I think we're seeing a little problem with the Mets because here's what's made.
Your crybaby antics have no end.
Oh,
now he's a J.O. and a jerk and an a-hole.
All the Yankees got to be wrong here, not maybe Juan Soto. What made the Mets special last year, and I'll be the first to tell you, they were a special squad. I enjoyed watching them, their magical moments, the OMG, Timmy Trumpets, the camaraderie, the chemistry. It was all there. Lindor and Polar Bear Pete coming through.
Oh, you know what they're saying now?
They traveled together.
The Polar Express might be coming to Queens before Christmas.
They traveled together. They partied together. They went to dinners together. They did everything together. They won together. In my opinion, Juan Soto's already trying to separate himself as the guy. To me, that's not going to gel with the Mets and what they're all about. He's got his own personal suites. This guy is making almost $1 billion. To me, that's not saying he's part of the team. To me, he wants to be the superstar. He wants to be the guy whose butt is kissed. He wants to be the guy who gets his feet rubbed by Steve Cohen. To me, he is separating himself from what was once a really great chemistry. And hey, if he was such a great team guy, no Yankees reached out to him?
It just shows what
How do you not see that?
Shows what the Yankees are made of.
No. How do you not see what I'm saying? If he was such a great guy, no Yankees? Not even like Gleyber Torres? None of the Latino guys that you say he so desperately wanted to play with the Mets? None of the Latino guys from the Yankees reached out? No Oswaldo Cabrera? No Aaron Judge? They had their little special handshakes? None of those guys reached out?
What you're doing is typical.
Dude, how do you not see that?
You're talking out of both sides of your mouth.
No, I'm not.
On one side, you know what you're saying? Oh, Soto left simply for the money. And I said, maybe he didn't really click with the Yankees, and maybe he was looking for somewhere that he felt he fit in more. Now, if that's the answer,
maybe he was rubbing people the wrong way.
Oh, he's a bad guy. Yeah, if the Yankees signed him, would he be a bad guy? I said, hey, is Max Fried a turncoat? Is Max Fried a bad guy?
As the story develops, I'm starting to see maybe the real character of this dude.
That's
amazing?
I told
you, no, the guy that was just chasing the money all along. So this is part of the story today, guys. No Yankees have reached out to him. What does that say to you? It also says to me that they felt a little betrayed and a little backstabbed.
I haven't heard one current player say that Juan Soto's a bad teammate. So you are purely talking out of jealous speculation.
Well, it's going to be speculation nonetheless because
has one player,
you have to speculate. Why hasn't anybody reached out to him?
Has one
if
player?
If people move on from your place of work, and people have, don't you wish them the best? The ones that I don't are people I didn't like. So maybe he wasn't the greatest teammate after all. I don't know. I mean, he's also the guy that's already throwing demands around.
Because he was a free agent. And he said what he wanted?
Dude,
how is that throwing demands around?
Get yours, go for as much as you can, but it's not like the Yankees didn't give him a solid offer. So anyway, that's story number one. And Fox Sports Radio Nation, Danny G, Sam, your thoughts as well. 877-99 on Fox. Not one Yankees teammate. And there's a lot of Yankees that are on the fence. Gleyber Torres, Nestor Cortez, a lot of players that are probably not going to come back. They didn't even reach out to him?
Well, let me ask you this. Danny, Iowa Sam, two people that have no tie to this Mets-Yankees drama with Soto.
That's not true. I'm Big Apple Sam.
I mean, you know what?
I'm ecstatic about this signing.
You are Big Apple Sam. Danny G, you're a Dodgers guy. You don't give a Funk or Wagnall. You don't care.
A terrible Terry Funk.
Have you heard anyone from the Nationals, the Padres, anyone that's ever played with Soto say that he's not a team guy?
I mean, he sounds like a selfish player, dude.
So, for what reason? He went after what he is. Is Ohtani a selfish player?
I mean, he's bounced around a few times. It seems to me, based on everything he said, even during the season when they would ask him, hey, what are your chances on coming back to the Yankees? Like, he basically always implied that whoever paid him the most is where he was going.
So, starts as a National, wins a World Series, traded. Now he's a free agent, signs with the team. The narrative doesn't match up to me.
Do you think maybe Rich, his Yankee teammates, just wanted to stay out of the mix while the negotiations were going on?
That's probably
between
part
several
of it.
teams. I think that might be a big part of it.
Probably a big part of it. Like, hey, it's an awkward situation. Maybe they were told not to discuss with him. You think that there's a lot that these people know, and even Brian Cashman was saying today publicly, like, they throw the offer out there and then they just wait around. Like, they don't know. At the end of the day, the only one that knows everything, in the beginning, middle, and end of the day, the only one that really knows the answers are Juan Soto and his agent.
Yeah. But, Cove, if you were renegotiating with FSR, I would text you on the side like,
that's what I'm saying.
hey,
you know
dude,
why?
come on. Like,
Because I'm a good guy.
So you're saying Soto's nothing?
I'm saying maybe there's more than meets the eye. He is all about himself. Well, we're going to talk about Mark Gastineau in a few minutes, right? There's a reason they're saying that he's not in the Hall of Fame. He was a very selfish player. He was an all-about-me sort of guy. Maybe that's what Juan Soto's all about. I don't know, dude. You're asking me to speculate, but based on his decision-making, it's easy for me to believe that.
I don't expect you to like this deal. You're a Yankees fan. That would be like any team losing a star player pretending to be all pumped for them. You've said it to me on and off the air. What do you expect me to be freaking psyched for Soto? I expect you to be mad about this. Like, F this guy.
Okay.
I expect that. But for you to, like, so cavalierly say, he must be all about himself. Why? Because he's a free agent that went after a great deal?
The answer's in your question. How many players do you think are on the Yankees roster with the clubhouse people and personnel and all the people there? Like 50 to 100 people that he probably dealt with daily, right? Not one person reached out to him. That says more about him than it does the Yankees.
I think this is your most foolish speculation in the history of our doing
Play
the show
the
together.
odds. All he could reach out to somebody. None of those people reached out to him. None of them. Dude, if you moved forward and no one reached out to you to say, hey, man, good luck, who does that say more about?
But
how do you not see this?
It means it wasn't a great fit.
It says more about you than it does everybody else. You're saying, in other words, Rich is saying everybody else is wrong. Everybody else. Ready? Let's put it in other words. If I leave this company and no one reaches out to me to say, hey, good luck, does it say more about me or everybody else? No, it would imply that I'm a jerk because no one said goodbye or good luck.
I find it fascinating. Listen to what Juan Soto said.
Dude, it's common sense. You're debating common sense here. You're saying that every Yankee personnel is wrong, but Juan Soto's right.
Some of them had no personal relationship with him. And the ones that did maybe said, I'm going to stay out of it. It's business. A lot of these guys in sports are like, hey, that's that guy's bag. That's his money. I don't want to.
I'll buy into that they were told or instructed or it's the etiquette to not do that. But I've never heard that before.
There are people that he is clearly close with. Francisco Lindor is one of them. I'm not saying that's the main reason, but why are you discounting? He just wanted a start with a team that he just felt more.
That's also BS. He wanted to be the guy, and hey, props to him for that.
No.
He didn't want to play in Judge's shadow. Judge is a way better player than him.
Shadow?
Yeah, Judge's big Frankenstein shadow. He's a way better player than Soto. No doubt about that on every level and every stat. And he didn't want to play where he was going to be the guy.
Listen to you.
Yeah, because he
joke
knows
you are. You it's so Yankee.
Joke are the facts.
Yankee blinders.
Those are facts, dude. Look at the stats. Look at the stats. Did Judge choke in a giant moment? Yes. Could you say maybe that's what Soto saw and didn't want to be part of that? I would take that as an answer.
I mean, it was like a month ago you said Juan Soto had the greatest postseason at-bat you've ever seen.
Yeah, a lot of things have changed since then.
Yeah, he left the team. That's all that changed.
Yeah, so I'm supposed to have the same opinion of the guy? As a guy? As a player,
Jesus
he's
Christ.
great.
What's up, Sam?
Listen, hearing this, it's like I feel like this player leaving the Yankees going to the Mets is driving like a personal wedge between you two. It's almost a little alarming.
The only personal wedge is the one between Rich's cheeks right now. That's it.
Is this the beginning of the end? And it's all because of Juan Soto?
remember what Dan
Just
Byer
going to
said,
end both your
20 years?
careers?
No.
20 years of radio and TV together, done because of Juan Soto. Goodbye.
Remember, Dan Byer hit the nail on the head, though, when we did our Fox Sports Radio.
Juan Soto's a home wrecker.
We did our Fox Sports Radio Spotify
wrecker.
Wrapped.
He's a show wrecker.
Remember we did our
Yeah,
Spotify Wrap?
Yeah.
He said the number one discussion by far in 2024 was New York baseball. And it's not because we're New York centric, it's because we're passionate baseball
You are,
fans.
which is awesome.
And we're from the East Coast. And let's be real here. Baseball has been a drama show and made a lot of great moves in the past year. Baseball's exciting. When do we ever talk baseball in the offseason the way we've been talking about baseball?
I have another question. Hold on, I have another
and the
question for you.
postseason was fire.
Yeah,
That's
Are-
why.
Are Yankees fans in like a state of shock because in
Yes.
the last couple of years, Steve Cohen is a Mr. Big Spender now?
Dude, it's like a hot. It's like the girl.
They're
that
like,
was,
"Ooh,
you
we're
know what it was,
competing
dude?
now."
Sam, the Yankees are like the good-looking girl at the club, and a hotter girl just came into the club, and the Yankees can't handle it. They're like, wait a minute, I'm supposed to get free drinks from all the guys. Steve Cohen came in, and he is a supermodel.
Yeah, Grimace is so
yeah,
hot.
he is.
Pete
Go look up
Alonso's
Steve
so
Cohen,
hot.
definitely a supermodel.
Juan Soto's so hot. Get out of my face. Yes, we would have liked him to play, but if no Yankees were reaching out, it shows to me that he wasn't that great of a guy.
Want to make a bet who has a better record in 2025?
Yeah, if you want to lose your money, absolutely. I don't think that it's going to be the Mets.
He's
They're
now.
playing in,
Easy $100 bucks?
Wager
playing
now.
in the NL.
Easy
dude.
$100 bucks?
You're not the
No, you
best
gotta
team
go.
in the NL.
Thousand-
Gotta go
$1,000?
bigger.
Yeah, $1,000
You want
bucks.
to do a G?
Yeah, I'll do a G.
$1,000?
Dude,
Right now.
There's no question
Oh,
with the
Mark
Mets,
tape.
the Phillies, the Dodgers. There's way better teams in the NL. The Yankees.
$1,000, you missed that putt.
Well, either way. So
$1,000
that's
bucks?
part one. That's part one of. Sure, I'll shake on it.
$1,000 bucks.
Wait. No.
I
I
think I
got to
will
get
shake on
this.
it.
Yeah, hang on. I'm
That-
taking a picture of
Danny
this.
G needs to take a picture.
Yeah, I need.
You think I'm scared of all the Mets pitching that's going to be injured this year? Sure.
$1,000 bucks.
Really
There
worried
you
about
go.
that.
Good luck with Max Fried.
The Mets are going to met like they've always met.
It's about better record. Who had the better record? That is
Better
as simple as it gets.
Yeah.
There'll be a winner and a loser. Yes.
So
Okay.
part one is Soto admitting that not one Yankee has reached out. And by the way, he didn't reach out either. Like, don't you think that's a little whack? If I was going to leave, let's say I'm leaving Fox Sports Radio, right? You don't think I go to my boy Danny G and be like, yo, Danny G, as a courtesy, because you're my boy, I'm just going to let you know, man, that it's just not working for me here. It's nothing personal. You're my guy. I got to do what I got to do. Wouldn't that be the respectful thing? So he also says he had no communication with them. Selfish. All indicators here say that he's a selfish dude.
All right.
He's all about him.
Fine. You know what?
And guess what? Baseball's not all about him sport.
Juan Soto has perspective, and this is what he said as to why he chose the Mets, what they're building. Take a listen.
What they showed me and how the organization runs things and how they look at their future, I think it was one of the things that opened my eyes a little bit more. What they've been constructing and building to take all the way up to 15 years, 20 years, you never know. Definitely, that was one of the things that opened my eyes more. How hungry they are to win a championship and to want to make a dynasty in the New York Mets.
Yeah, how desperate they are to overpay for him is really what he's trying to say there.
They're hungry. They don't have a great history.
No, they're not hungry. They're starving. 'Cause they've not won a damn thing.
Well, guess what? I'm okay with that. Historically, the Mets have stunk. 69, I wasn't alive. 86, I was a schoolboy.
They stank stunk.
They're good reference. You're a mean one. I love that they're starving.
Yeah, they're not hungry. Starving. Starving so much they're willing to overpay for a guy who can't even play the outfield.
New own. He didn't say that last year.
What do you mean? Of course. He was never a great fielder. He has a good arm and he can hit.
New owner. Couple years ago, Mets fan, richest owner, wants to build something. Listen, man, there's ebbs and flows. The Yankees have owned New York for a long time.
There's hustle and flows, bro.
Other than a 5-ish year period in the 80s when the Doc Gooden was on the side of buildings. Other than that, since I've been born, it's been Yankees and the Mets are
Guess
second
what, man?
tier.
It's still the Yankees. They were in the World Series last year. Your Mets were not.
More people talked about the Mets last year. Let's be honest.
In your dreams and in your group chats. That's about it.